Drakkenheim has fallen. The once shining capital, Westemar, was devastated by unholy fire from the stars. 15 years later, adventurers, soldiers, priests, and cutthroats swarm the city, seeking riches, renown, and revelation within the ruins. But nightmares and death prey upon those very souls from within the shadows over Westemar. That's the right one. And unmute the weird people in my head. Welcome to the Shadows over Westemar. This is an unofficial live play. As I drop my phone. This is an unofficial live play based on the world of Dungeons of Drakkenheim the world of Drakkenheim based by the Dungeon Dudes using the D&D 5e system. I'm Ziggy, your showrunner, and I'm pleased to be here with Alhana.
Hi all, I'm Alhana, and I'll be playing a lovable Chaos Goblin Spr, the Barbarian.
Gaius.
Hi, I'm Gaius. I am playing the equally weird-ass, known as Gerhardt.
Moose.
People of the interwebs, my name is Moose. I am playing the affable dirtbag, Hunter's Moon, monk, cleric, multi-class.
How the fuck did a hair get in my snickerdoodle? Ozma.
Hi, I'm Asma. I'm playing Anna Castroma, Laneshi, Blood Hunter. It's all about family. The family's back together.
Family.
And Timmy.
You shut up. You're just jealous. You don't got the family.
Focus, Timmy.
You gotta introduce yourself, Timmy?
Oh, I didn't hear you. Timmy. My name is Timmy, playing Bastille, Lenishi, Arcane Hand Monk.
And we have Daisy crying for my attention, even though she hasn't bothered to come over here.
The tuna brain rot is setting in already.
Come here, sweetie. I give you love if you come over here, Daisy. I'll even put away my snickerdoodles to give you attention.
That's some serious business.
Real serious.
Anyone who knows me knows I have my grandfather's sweet tooth when it comes to cookies.
Snickerdoodles are overrated.
No, my like.
I'm sorry, guys. You said something, but I don't speak bitch.
Yeah,
No,
don't
I
speak
legitimately mean that until the day he could no longer eat them because of Lou Gehrig's disease, he legitimately would throw a fucking fit if he could not have at least 3 cookies a day.
dumbass.
See, and that's fair. You just blanketly said cookies. I just said snickerdoodles are overrated.
And
But I'm calling Moose a bitch.
And I rightfully report that you are wrong as hell.
Another dumbass thing I just heard. I couldn't hear it.
I couldn't understand that.
Alright, last session we had discovered some information regarding Hunter's Moon's past, as well as a potential lead of the Moon Eater clan. And the party was given the come, Daisy, you either get in my lap, or you deal with me only giving you head scratches.
The goddess takes precedent.
I will give you plenty of love, but you gotta come here. And the party was also given the task to steal the research of their previous task of the Queen of Thieves, Oscar Yoren. They, by some divine miracle, managed to not have to murder their way through the house, and were able to retrieve them with very little incident, and somehow made a friend.
Shout out to our 2 resident bullshit artists, Gaius and Timmy. Can we get a round of applause, please? Yes.
Also, last session they thought they were going to get a blunderbuss to the face.
Yeah.
The fun.
Oh, I gotta turn the gain on my microphone down because it's picking up some
No
background
pain.
noise.
No pain. No gain.
That looks better. Like I cannot sit in my room without the fan on, otherwise it just sounds too quiet.
Dude, what the fuck?
It's a very common thing with autism.
I mean,
At least I'm not the only one. Fuck.
Also, I
I
got
always have to have some kind of like video playing in the background.
I'm
Autism,
good.
ADHD have to have some kind of noise.
Where the
Yep,
fuck
I
is my
do too.
dragon? There's the dragon.
Trust me,
Hey.
trust me. If we had everyone's complete audio being able to be heard, it would just be a jumble fuck of noise.
Oh, if you could hear mine, it'd be really loud.
No, not center. Transform. Flip horizontally. We're gonna cover that for now because I don't fucking use Twitter and I keep forgetting to change that to Blue Sky.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I just
I'm a
don't want to.
cat, Walter.
There we go. But this session, I believe the party. I am so sorry, Daisy. I poked her in the eye.
Whoops.
I
Bro.
believe we were going to speak to Elias Drexel.
Well, first things first. Do we want to get our job for River out of the way?
Well,
If you guys want to talk that out real quick, I need to run to the bathroom. I will be right back.
I will drag us to the
Oh.
map real quick. The issue with that plan is that y'all are currently up in the northwest corner, and to go to Emberwood again,
Emberwood.
you're gonna
We'd
be
have to
passing by Shepherd's Way.
Mhm.
Right. Okay. So that's just it's on the way.
Yeah, Shepherd's Way is here, so it's literally on the way.
Okay then. Well, then that's the game plan. If it's on the way, then yeah, let's do it.
On the way. Almost.
So, reminder, why were we going to see Drexel?
Because of the letter that Hunter's Moon got,
Yeah.
based on the conversation that he had with y'all, he determined that the best source of information to find his wife would be Elias Drexel because of his service in the Lanterns.
Not only
Yeah,
that,
because-
but because you found the letter on a courier who's wearing the colors of the Hooded Lanterns.
Yeah, so if anyone would know, it's him.
It all points to light, yeah.
And is
So-
that the letter that had the half-drawn...
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
so did Sprock see that, or did just...
Hunter's Moon did show Sprock.
Yeah, we had a whole moment of it where I read the letter out loud to y'all, and we were coming up with where she could possibly be. That's where the whole conversation of, oh, we need to go see Elias came from.
ADHD
because-
is fun.
Bastille told Hunter's Moon that he helped his wife get away. Just doesn't know where she went.
He knows very little about that night.
Yes.
Only the sparse details that Bastille was either willing to tell him or could remember.
Yeah.
And just in case I didn't mention it clearly enough, yeah, I did hurt myself to power up my weapon. So
I saw. Anna, we're gonna have to talk to you about your self-harming habits. We're gonna need
Yeah,
to take
right.
you to some therapy. Maybe try some rubber bands instead.
That's
This is why I was late. I couldn't deal with
motherfucker beat me by 1 second. I swear.
I could get you
like,
some
it makes
nice
my
looking
weapon
paints.
magical and cold.
I can get you some nice looking paints. That's a good stress relief.
We just need to get you one of those like blunt butterfly knives, you know?
finger painting.
Yeah, finger
Okay,
painting.
but I like the feeling of the cold, and the easiest way to get something cold to place against my skin is
It's
to cut
food, right?
myself to power up the blade to make it cold.
I am going to make an ice box just for you.
We have casters.
Cousin,
We have literal
Cousin,
magic. You can just summon cold spells. You can make ice cubes.
I have ice knife. Cousin.
You don't understand. I like the feeling of the blood going from warm to cold along my arm.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking blood hunters are the edgiest motherfuckers in the world.
I have an edgy.
You know what?
cousin.
I was going to ask a question as I got back, but at the same time, I got all the context with that one fucking sentence.
You're welcome.
Underneath the armor, Anna's rocking around with a fucking Hot Topic shirt on. Like,
No, it's not even a Hot Topic shirt. It's a fucking Spencer shirt.
No. I knew
you're
you were gonna
cooked.
say
Anna,
that,
you're
Gaia,
cooked.
damn
I'm
it.
sorry. You're cooked.
I'm
Yes.
cooked. My cousin is a Spencer's employee.
This is why we never get shit done in Drakkenheim. This is why the city's still in ruins. You got 5
To be
motherfuckers with
fair,
ADHD.
getting around Drakkenheim, especially with our particular guide, has been
You have 5
Let's face
motherfuckers in the same room with ADHD. Nothing's getting done.
Let's face it,
Oh.
this is not a D&D game. This is a podcast.
This is a therapy session.
Okay,
Hey,
I'm good.
it wasn't the guide's fault we got lost. It was the mist.
It's fine.
Uh-huh.
I don't need therapy. I'm in control of this.
Don't touch the pizza, boy. No.
You say that.
what the fuck, Timmy?
You see,
You know, if that was an animated clip right there, that would go so hard. That'd be so funny.
this is
Trying to get my
why
pizza because I wasn't paying attention.
this shit
You're-
is why I both love and hate the fact that I can't have in-person games, because you'll never fucking have something like that in an in-person game. Because my dogs are
No,
small
I
as
think
fuck.
we honestly would have somebody shouting, "Don't touch the pizza, boy!" in an in-person game.
No, the difference is that you'd hear one of my fucking slippers smack someone in the back of the head immediately after.
Well,
yeah.
that part true.
The difference is that Timmy would be yelling that at me, and then we'd get into a scuffle about over pizza, and you just hear in the background, fucking glasses breaking, fucking
Meanwhile,
Goblin
I'm
noise.
just
cartoon bonk noises are happening.
meanwhile my dipshit ass is chugging all the mug while they're distracted.
I hit myself.
And then the aggro immediately turns to you.
All right, let's get back on track. We've only
No
been
promise.
talking about
Derailed.
stupid shit for like 15 minutes now.
No
Yeah, only
promises,
5.
homie.
I'll give us that much credit.
Choo choo, all aboard the Drakkenheim train.
Just Shepherd's Way.
Both D's and ADHD are for distracted.
So we talking to Elias Drexel about Randall bitch. Okay. That's what we mean.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says.
Hey, yo. I'm just walking straight up to Drexel and just be like, "Hey, you seen a fine ass redhead honey around here, huh?"
I just realized something. Okay, so the opening of this is what 15 years after the comet hit, right?
Yeah.
Benvin was 9.
Oh boy.
Dude, Benvin was literally the youngest character out of all of this. He was recruited. Fuck! Child
would
soldier
probably
much.
actually-
God damn it.
Brock would actually probably be the youngest.
Yes, Sprock is 15 years old. He was born the day before the comet hit.
Was he? Is he
Liter-
really?
Literal baby, dude.
Yeah, okay.
It's in the paperwork.
I don't have access to all the characters.
You gotta talk to the other players for that stuff.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fine. I was just
Yeah, antisocial fuck.
Yeah, remember, goblins are a short-lived race.
My little brother will die before me.
Until
Shepherd's Way or whatnot.
0.5.
Yeah.
Shepherd's Gate.
0.5 on the map.
Yeah. Shepherd's Gate.
Shepherd Gate. Yeah, there it is.
I don't know why I said Shepherd's Way.
Because it's on Shepherd's Way.
Shepherd's Way run is the road.
I'm
that
gonna just
runs
drop
around
out of the
here.
Discord call.
I'm head out.
I mean, if you do that, I'm just buying you a game.
No.
I will buy you a full price game right now.
Law no.
Because I know nothing causes Moose more pain than receiving kindness.
I really hope that you heard the Discord disconnect sound.
No, not
Yes.
while the stream is live. It cancels that.
The rest of us did though.
Rest in peace, my bit.
Okay.
All right, so
Oh.
y'all are heading towards Shepherd's Gate. I don't think that will
Which is different.
necessarily require a random encounter check, but I know for a fact I am owed one of my choosing.
Oh.
Yes, you are.
Oh yeah.
Bring it on.
So we're talking to
So-
Drexel first, and then we're heading to River.
Yeah,
Seems like it, yeah.
Mhm.
Just making sure
My
I'm
butt
catching
is
up.
now. My butt is now puckered.
Possibly on the way, we hear the sound clip of "They jump in me! They jump in me!
Mom, get the camera.
Fight back! Fight back!"
What's up? What's up?
All right, so yeah, we're just gonna pop in there. No need to roll. Plus, it'll give me a chance to show the pretty little map, even though I don't have anything populated on it.
All right.
But it's a good set.
I see him. My favorite, a black square.
This screen should not have limited view, but I will change that. Dynamic lighting off.
My favorite, I see colors.
My favorite.
All right. Now, because I'm a horrible GM, I completely fucking forgot to bring everything forward. Yay.
Yes, point.
Also, because my version of the PDF is still broken, I still can't just quick tab
That's
any of the
okay.
HQs, which fucking sucks. I gotta talk to the people over at Dungeon Dudes to get a upgraded or an updated one.
I mean, they respond pretty quick, right?
Yeah,
Right?
It's just I gotta fucking remember. Again, ADHD.
I would say I'd remind you, but I forgot to even tell you to upload the last session, so what the fuck do I know?
Alright. A small Oh yeah, I forgot people can actually drag their own fucking tokens on. Awesome. A small fortress looms over the streets, its towers jutting out above impenetrable walls and thick iron portcullises. Several circular bastion towers topped with ballistas reinforce the walls. One can make out from a distance several green-cloaked figures with crossbows manning these walls and towers. You approach the, I should mention, technically you're approaching the gate first to be let in, and then you walk further towards the garrison. But, I'm trying to, because we were bullshitting, I'm trying to streamline a little.
My bad.
My bad, G.
We're just gonna blame Chopper.
For once, it wasn't me. Hell yeah.
Let's go.
I mean, just check your Steam inbox.
Nah, homie. Nah, homie. I ain't doing that.
General.
It's too
I'm
late.
not about to get. I'm not about to get flash banged while live. Okay.
Too late. You know it's there.
I'm ignoring it.
Fuck it, we're still alive.
Alright, so you do get there, and Sprock, you would recognize a few of the people there. You've worked with the Hooded Lanterns before.
Yep. Hello again. We're here to see Drexel.
Yeah, hang on. He looks around for a minute before saying, "Hey, Jensen, we got the little guy back here seeing Drexel." Jensen walks off from Jensen salutes, then walks out towards one of the towers. So, any particular reason?
It's a matter
we,
of personal investigation.
we found a dead courier with letter for Drexel. We got questions for him.
He nods. Alright, well, just so you know, he's kinda in a shit mood.
When isn't he?
Point taken. After a couple minutes, Jensen comes back and says, "Alright, I can take you now."
Lead the way, Jensen. Nice to see you again. How's the wife?
Last letter is missing, but she said that her dad's taking pretty good care of her. My brother's still a bit of a pain in the ass at the farm, though.
Well, hopefully your tour will come to an end soon, and you can see that again before you have to sign on for another one.
2 more months, and then I get about 6 months off, give or take.
Bet you're looking forward to that one.
You have no idea. Jensen leads you through the keep and leads you up towards a reinforced iron door. He knocks twice before Elias Drexel tells him to come in. I'm surprised that they don't have a little snippet of information for this. It's actually kind of interesting. Fuck it, we do it live.
Hell yeah!
Inside is a large circular room with a couple of large dinner tables pushed together, and several maps and documents spread out upon it. On it is a very detailed map of Drakkenheim, which had been altered and updated multiple times to signify different routes that are closed off or different buildings that have crumbled and blocked other routes. There's a few different markings on it to signify safe ways for the lanterns to move through, and Elias Drexel is sitting on one end talking to Ansem Lang. Ansem himself seems to be guiding Drexel over some plan regarding a operation within the city before Drexel taps him in the chest and signals that people are inside now. Ah, yes. Little Sprock, how you doing?
Been better, been worse. How about you, Lord Commander?
I swear this city gives me more headaches than I have hair. And he rubs his head that has, it's always been receding, but now it's starting to get a little bit more patchy.
Tell me about it. Just yesterday we were bounced around 3 times by the fog. Didn't know if you were coming or going.
Let me get Drexel on the map. Why not?
Hell
Hope
yeah,
you're doing-
brother.
Hope you're doing well too, Ansem.
I am, and ever since my sister came back, again, thank you, it's been a lot easier. Having one of us in Emberwood at all times has been a great blessing.
I can imagine. Anyway, for why we're here, walking through the city, we come across the body of a dead courier. With some letters, including one for yourselves. There was some information in it that myself and my colleagues here would like to pick your brains about.
You happen to
It
pick
is
up
a-
his cloak? Ow.
Hmm?
You happen to pick up his cloak?
Did we?
I honestly don't think we did.
I don't think we.
I don't think
Did?
we did.
I don't remember.
Well, question is, well, Hunter's Moon wouldn't remember. But the question is, would Sprock know about how their uniforms are actually oriented, or does Sprock just know people?
I think Spock would remember.
Alright. And Sprock would have known that each hooded lantern, their names are stitched into the inside of the cloak somewhere. To, if they die, at least identify that what the body is, or that one of them was lost.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we can retroactively say Spock picked up the cloak.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yep, I have it here. Digs in his bag. There we go. And hands it over.
He takes it, looks at it and says, "Alright, Ansem, make sure that Jameson gets his, make sure Jameson's family gets their severance." Ansem nods, takes the cloak, and leaves the room.
At this point, Hunter's Moon has been standing relatively calmly in the corner with his cloak draped over him, listening to the pleasantries between Sprock and Drexel, and he hasn't taken his eyes off of him once. He's been very quiet, and it's to everyone in the group, it almost seems like he's antsy.
Like observing.
Yeah.
Nancy.
Yeah, you can see that he's like shuffling underneath his cloak a little bit.
Okay.
And he looks towards Drexel a bit more for a moment and he says, "Hello, Drexel."
Do you have your mask off at this point?
I don't.
Alright.
But don't worry. We'll get into some fun things.
By the way, remind me to adjust your token so you can have the multi-faced one.
Yeah, I'll remind you about that. I don't know how to properly say this, so I'll just get it out of the way. He unfurls his cloak and steps forward towards the table, and he says, Before you deny any knowings about what I'm about to tell you, I will know that you're lying." He drops the letter right in front of him, and he says, "I'm going to say 2 words, and I want a real answer. Allison Kane."
Give me an insight check real quick.
Let's see. 12. Oh boy. Hold on. I have my shit back, so why not? Why not?
Let's go.
Alright.
Can I also make an insight check?
Go ahead. Anyone
So
who wants to
that's,
can. It's like,
Yeah, that's a 17.
What the fuck?
I'll do it too. Why not?
if there is a limitation, I will tell you. Don't worry. Fine.
Jesus Christ!
I gotta give the stinky man his, treat him too.
Well, damn, guys.
I gave Daisy one and I had to give him one. Alright, so... so both Randall, does Sprock have advantage on that?
No.
Okay. So Randall and Gerhard would notice that Drexel almost winces at the name. Yeah, she retired a bit. Well, not retired, but I discharged her a few years ago.
I need to find her.
He reaches out for the letter. Do you let him take it?
I let him take it, and I tell him, Are you sure you want to read that?
I have kept in touch with her over the last couple years. And usually there's some hint to what she's done. He looks over it and he seems very unnerved at the letter. He finishes reading it after rubbing he's rubbing his forehead while he's reading it, trying to make out the parts that were ruined by blood or fire. And he looks through it, says, looks like she was in contact with the Raven Eye clan.
And where are they?
They're a nomadic bunch. They travel around, but usually you could see them if you get high enough.
Where were they last reported?
Last time I heard, they were heading up towards, they're heading out into the Octenwald. But, like I said, they travel a lot.
Hunter's Moon just kind of turns his head, almost speaking to himself, and he says, "Why would she go there?"
Well, it's not guaranteed she went out that far. But if you get somewhere high enough, or if you get a clear enough night, you should be able to see their sigil in the sky. They use this weird spell on clouds to mark to the rest of their clan where they are.
Understood.
Do I know what the Raven Guild are, or
They are
Raven
a grove of druids that oh buddy, you're not in trouble. You can give me a either a nature or a arcana check to figure out more.
okay?
Family.
Family. All right.
Join family.
Together.
We're already family, you stupid snake.
Screw you,
So-
Dom Toretto.
The Raven Eye clan themselves are a group of is a grove of druids who travel a lot following. They have a bit of a calendar that they follow. And with each year, there's a new animal that they follow with the migratory patterns. Usually in each place, they'll stay about a full moon cycle before going on to the next one, and so on and so forth. And the Raven Eye clan themselves are known for almost exclusively using corvids when they wild shape. This clan themselves are... They're not necessarily a secretive bunch, but unless you know what to look for, they're kind of hard to find.
Do the animals signify where they're more likely to go, or
Typically, if you see a lot of ravens in a place where it's unseasonal or you don't see a lot of birds in general, it's a good sign that they're nearby. But as Elias Drexel said, if you are able to spot the spell that they use on the clouds, you could spot about where they are.
The
Okay.
Raven signal.
Raven Man.
Hunter's Moon is then going to ask Drexel, "You seem to have a pained reaction when I said her name."
Sorry if I take too long of pauses. I'm drinking some lemon tea in order to help my throat out. I went a little too hard on the music at work.
That's okay.
Respect.
Yeah, she is a complicated one. Too damn good at her job, but cared too much to stay with it.
Implying what?
Meaning that I had to cut her loose. She's not someone I could afford to really lose her skill set for, but she cared too much. She couldn't stand seeing the people that she was close to dying. And Drakkenheim's not the place if you can't handle it.
And what of the girl mentioned in the letter?
Could be a few different people with her. I can't give names because I don't know who she is to you. She's still a very secretive person.
I'm surprised that you haven't been able to discern. I'm surprised that you haven't been able to discern my identity based on voice alone, brother.
Chopper, do you need help, buddy? He's circling the bed trying to get to Daisy.
Oh,
He has
You
seemed to
do
settle
have-
under the bed.
have family?
And family!
Wait, you got family too?
I got family!
You see Drexel take a moment to think, and then his eyes widened. Randall?
Randall makes no hesitation in lowering the cowl and taking off the mask. I need your help, Drexel.
He looks
I
at...
need your help to help me find her.
He walks up to you and puts his hands on your shoulders. Like, just a moment. I thought you were dead.
I thought you were still gonna say he was gonna punch him.
I honestly was expecting that.
How'd you survive?
That's the thing, Drexel. I don't think I did. A long time ago, I was told by an enigmatic woman that everything would change for me. And I didn't know what she meant, but now I do. Life for me that night, life as I knew it that night ended for me. I'm not even the same person anymore. I remember nothing. Only the pieces that you and my comrades have filled in for me. And I'm still grasping at shadows.
He looks at you for a moment, says, all right. I made a promise to her that I wouldn't give everything away. Not unless I had some proof of everything being okay. I'm sure you've already dealt with the Queen of Thieves.
Once. Why do you bring her up?
because I can't guarantee that anything I say in here isn't going to be picked up by her.
I don't understand. What does she have to do with any of this?
To put it in a very obvious way, again, for her security, the Queen of Thieves has been looking at ways to hurt me. She has been tracking down people I have discharged to keep them safe, and either dragging them back here or sending me body parts. She's trying to push us out. So the less I say, the better. I can tell you some things that only you will understand, but I cannot give you details of where anyone is. Not unless I have absolute assurity that she will not hear it.
How hard is it to kill Queen of Thieves?
Like trying to ferret out a Caspian warlord. They don't exist.
I have had a 50,000 gold bounty on her head since she showed up. And
See?
every single person who has tried to claim that bounty was sent back in pieces.
You know, she has reputation in even in Caspia, yeah?
She has a
Strange person, this Queen of Thieves.
Future challenge, maybe.
Drexel, are you saying that she's personally seeking her out?
I don't know if she's seeking her out personally, or she's just seeking out people to hurt me. But unless you can assure a way where we can speak in absolute security, I can't tell you too much. I've had men disappear from their very bunks in the middle of the night.
There has to be something more, anything more that you can say. From one father to another, Drexel. Please.
He looks down at Sprock and says, "There's something left for Randall at your old home. There's something left there for both of you." She personally sent me a letter with proof of that. And only you, me, and Sprock know where that is.
I have a question, Herr Drexel. Mr. Randall here, we're not going to run into any old comrades of his who have potentially bad blood. Look, Queen of Thief, one thing, non-threat. Caspian. You are lanterns. You are all. I don't know. Look. This man, strange person to me. Absolutely insane. Love him. Fantastic study case.
I don't know whether to be complimented or offended.
Go with both. It's hilarious.
Just about to say, why not both?
This fucking guy.
First off, walks straight into danger. He doesn't know how to shut his mouth.
Randall. Sorry, go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
you.
Well, I think it's going to lead into what you're about to say. So.
No, go ahead. I insist.
Okay. Randall is visibly, he's confused. He's trying to decipher where this could be, and he looks at Drexel and just says, "Ansbin?"
No. Where the little one was born. Brock, do you still remember the way to get there? I know the Morrigan clan had taken you at least once.
I believe I do.
Drexel, I need to know what happened that night.
He sighs heavily and walks over to a shelf, grabs a scroll tube, and brings it back to you. This is the official report of what we pieced together and what we found in the remains. I censored a few things to keep those who got out safe. But I can assure you, everyone else that was in that house got out. The only one we couldn't account was you.
Randall lets out a heavy sigh of relief. I still have a chance. I still have a chance to make everything not so fucked.
Gerhardt snorts.
I'll tell you this. If you get what she left you and bring it back to me as proof, I can at least tell you a little bit more. But right now, I have something a bit more pressing. The Queen of
Drexel,
Thieves... Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, no. I want you to get that out of the way first.
The Queen of Thieves is making a big push right now, trying to take away some of our resources. She's taken away our main supplier of potions, and she's trying to close a few routes. We've had a few different reports of hooded lanterns being ambushed within intersections, and a few more being led into deeper territory. If you see something that looks wrong, if you see someone who looks hurt, do not blindly go in.
Noted.
It's a trap.
But
It's a
we-
trap.
we- Can't just let them let everyone be hurt.
We've had a few lanterns come back saying that they found someone else who was hurt, just left in the middle of the street, and as soon as they got close, they were ambushed. Not,
Push how?
not
That just
everyone
makes
here
sense.
is innocent.
Just remember, need to remember first rule of first aid. Check it safe first.
Drexel, I'm going to level with you. None of this makes any sense to me.
Don't worry, old friend. I know what to do.
What about my father? Is he still alive?
That's the one person I think I can tell you about. Last I heard, he went back to Lumen.
Hanging out with a grumpy ass old dwarf.
Is he well?
He finished his pilgrimage.
So he did keep his promise.
And he said that he has some work to do in Lumen before he can even think about coming back to Westemar.
Well, with what you just described, Lumen's probably the safest place for him to be right now. That
Well,
is, unless, of course, for whatever reason, the Queen of Thieves decides to take a trip.
he's part of the Lamplighters Guild. You will not find a safer place in that city outside of the cathedral itself. As long as he's part of the Lamplighters, you don't have to worry about him.
Randall lets out another heavy sigh and just he pauses for a moment and says, Gerhard mentioned something that struck a chord with me. He asked if there was anyone in the lanterns that would hold me ill will. Is that the case, Drexel?
You weren't exactly the nicest person, Randall.
To be fair, he's still not the nicest person. I'm just asking, what a personal curiosity. I mean, let's see. He's a dead man who came back to life. And Gerhardt just kind of throws his hands in the air and just like, just saying.
Weird
Oh,
things.
also, Herr Drexel, and Gerhardt pulls the satchel of the rest of the courier's letters. Perhaps you might want this back. And just drops it on the edge of the desk. Don't know what we're going to do with it.
Sprock, you were going to say something?
One more thing. On the letter. See, here. It's not finished, but the symbol for bonitas. Is there news?
She had a soft spot for you, Sprock. And after hearing your worries, she wanted to see if she could track him down. But she said that she found something of them, and it looks like she was trying to draw whatever symbol she found. This one looks a bit different. Newer. If I had to guess, I'm saying she found either an offshoot of it or the survivors.
I
What
certainly
are
hope
these
so.
moon eaters you speak of?
They were my clan. We were camped out in the spokes when the meteor hit. All of us, apart from me, were wiped out. My mother died shooting my infant body. There was always rumors that there were some other survivors that weren't in the city at the time. I've been trying to track them down for my whole life, really.
Huh. Interesting.
Randall places a gentle, reaffirming hand on Sprock's shoulder.
Randall, my friend, we will go to that place. We'll find what there is to find, and then we will find your woman. I swear on it.
And I'll do everything I can to make sure that you find whoever's left of your clan.
Thank you, my friend. If there's
Drexel. Oh, go ahead, Sprock, sorry.
If there's nothing else, Drexel, I think we'll be off. And remember, as always, if you need of anyone to carry out a job that you'd rather not risk your men on, you know where to find me.
He nods.
I have one more question. In the letter, it mentions my mother. I don't remember much, but I certainly don't remember her being in my life. In fact, memory serves, she died when I was but an infant. Why would Allison mention her in the letter?
It's not confirmed, but she said that she found someone who matched her description.
That's impossible. My
Me-
father saw her die with his own eyes.
I mean, many people saw you die. Maybe your mother, similar position.
The last report of her sighting was near Aschaffen.
Well, look, two reborn in one family. And it's like a family tradition.
Yeah, my family sucks.
I mean,
I
worst case scenario, if she's monster, I'll kill her for you, so you don't have to.
Let's not come to that line of thinking just yet, Anna.
Even Garrett just is like that moment of like, wow, and I thought I was unsubtle. Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Like, I know I put my foot in there. God damn.
Look, I still have a charisma of 8, okay?
Damn,
Absolutely
Cubs.
fair.
and before you go, if you're gonna try to find the Raven Eyes, you're gonna need to get high up. Don't go to
How
the
high
walls.
are we talking?
At least 200 feet over the. At least 200 feet up.
Looking up directions to Keon's dispensary.
What's
Wrong
the,
high, sorry.
I was
I'm
thinking
gonna
the same
take a
thing.
hit.
If
what's the tallest points in Drackenheim?
either
Just
the Academy Tower, the steeple, the cathedral, or the clock tower.
What's an area that's not entirely covered by haze?
Your next best bet is to try to climb the mountain behind the castle, but I wouldn't do that with how Mana Zorn has been acting. Sprock actually would recognize the name Mana Zoran as the draconic protector of Castle Draken.
okay. At least, bro.
That old worm stood out there.
Still perched at the top of the steeple.
We went that way. We'd have to be very, very careful.
Well, soldiers, dismissed.
You take care, Lord Commander.
Take care, kneecapper.
Randall
Heads towards the door.
Randall stands up and just looks at Elias Drexel with a little bit of confusion and gratefulness. He says to him, Drexel, I don't remember all that I was to you in my old life. and apparently I wasn't anything good. So I want to say thank you for extending this olive branch to me. It doesn't sound like I deserve it very much, but I thank you regardless.
He nods.
Check it out.
Well, you were a problem solver. This is just another problem to you. Before you go, you might want your badge back. And he tosses you a bronze badge of the Hooded Lantern's insignia.
He looks back and forth between it and Drexel and says, I don't think I deserve this, Drexel. I'm not exactly a lantern anymore.
Well, if you want to pay your taxes, still, by all means.
He just nods his head and says, I'll be back, and I expect more answers when I return.
I'll do what I can.
He follows Sprock out the door, reapplying his mask and shroud.
Gerhardt hesitates for a second and grabs the badge off the desk, tucks it in,
Bring us back to the map.
tucks it into his pocket, and brings it with him.
Ugh.
So, back to Emberwood first, and then to the place.
Yes, to the place, verily.
Yes, to the place we go.
We need to
Family.
figure out more protection from the poison. The mutation poison.
You know
okay.
what? Before we even leave the garrison, can Hunter's Moon leave another symbol just outside of the walls?
Yeah, go ahead.
So as they're leaving the garrison, he notices just one of the bare walls and he leaves a rather decorative and ornate symbol painted on the wall of a eclipsed new moon with a set of what appears to be two glowing eyes with a halo of silvered antlers eclipsing over the new moon.
Art.
Street art, you could say.
Spicy meatball.
So I'm looking at the map.
Yep.
And Gerhardt kind of points what looks like I'm assuming 11, the cathedral.
Yep.
Is the one that you mentioned.
Yep.
And tap Sprock. Is that the cathedral he mentioned there as a tall point?
You can actually see all 3 points from here.
Cathedral.
Yeah. 10, 11,
Palace
and 12.
Gardens.
And that one.
The inscrutable towers here. Third point's there.
Right. Okay.
And for all 3 locations, you have just
All 3 locations,
Yeah.
you're going to have to deal with the haze to get there. Or you have to find a alternate route to get there.
Sounds like fun.
More rat tunnels, anyone?
Kill the rat.
The inscrutable tower, magic fuckery, considering the middle part of it is missing and the top half of it is just floating there. Point 11, the chapel. Sprock would probably know.
Sprock would 100% know about the Garmir.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chapel's infested with Garmir. Point 12.
The last Sprock
Yeah.
heard was that the clock tower has a bit of a harpy problem, but there's nowhere near as many as there are Garmir.
Clock tower. It's probably deepest in the haze, but a bit of a harpy problem, but much preferable to the deep infestation of the Garmin at the temple. So I would say either the clock tower or the mountain. I would say
What intel do we have on the mountain?
I'd say out of all three, clock tower is probably safest.
The mountain itself is still, even in the days where, even before the meteor, it was very commonly advised not to go onto the mountain itself, because Menazoran was a bit too staunch in his defense of the castle. The castle itself isn't on the mountain, but in the shadow of the mountain.
So yeah, the mountain's
Okay.
like, pretty much here, and you've got a dragon that's been sitting there for the past 15 years. So
okay.
an ancient dragon that's been
Yeah, that's-
sitting there for the last 15
Oh, an
years.
ancient one.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I was confused for a second, and then when I saw the point on the map, I was like, "Oh fuck, I know where that is." Whoops.
You're like, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah, you want to
Something
go to
ain't right.
Castle Draken at level 5? Fucked we are.
Fucked we are.
Funny joke.
Funny joke.
Alright.
Yeah, as is, we're having to come over here.
Ain't that bad. Okay, I'm done.
Alright.
If I understood Ziggy's clue properly.
More or less. It'd probably be closer to, it'd probably be a little bit further north, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
So yeah, the clock tower is probably the best, safest bet.
I would think so.
Now, the question is, are we going to try to go to the clock tower first, or are you going to try to get paid by river?
We have formula for stuff to protect us from the poison.
Aqua
Oh.
Aspergo?
Aqua Expurgo.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I think it's a.
um,
I think it's a good idea to give that to River.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give the
But
The
the
note-
Aqua Expurgo also gives you 3 chances to, it gives you 3 charges, and with each charge, it allows you to bypass the effects of contamination, 1 time.
Yeah, it's pretty
yeah,
good
but I
shit.
had a good experience, so like, I'm definitely, I'm gonna argue for.
As our resident junkie.
resident junk.
I'm not junkie yet. I
Yes.
only
Damn it,
had it
Cody.
once.
Cousin, I'm forcing you to go to rehab, cousin.
Aqua Expurgo is a gateway drug.
Alcohol's further is a hell of a drug.
So yeah, as I say, I would say Emberwood first, then to the place of Sprock's birth, and then to the clock tower.
I think
With the
that's a
goblins
solid
in.
plan.
What the goblins said.
Yeah,
All right. So,
that sounds good.
all right. So with that, we're gonna take a quick intermission and get ourselves some drinks, get ourselves some snacks. I'm gonna let the dogs out, and
Gonna
we'll
do
be back.
nicotine break.
See you soon. And we're back. The party totally did not get distracted with random things about television. I assure you.
I don't know what you're talking about, Luke.
We were just talking about how Ozma brutally murdered Steve and how she needs to pay recompense for it.
I may be schizophrenic, but you're
Oh,
the
yeah.
crazy one.
Or how Randall's probably going to get
Yeah,
suplexed
no,
by
I
a
need
dwarf
to-
about half his height.
I need to pay recompense.
No. The
By
growth spell is
working with
banned.
Steve's wife to raise their kid.
No. Why can't we just leave them alone and let them die?
We just talked about this, Ozma. How many times do I have to smack the bitch out of you?
Like, I would rather
As a
the
bitch,
kid.
I don't think
I'd
you
rather
can.
the kid. I'd rather the kid and wife go with Randall, because then they would just rot and die anyway.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
because-
Randall wants to get rid of the kid.
I mean,
Every time the
I already
party
have my
gets
own
distracted,
kid.
Steve
I can't
gets
afford to
stabbed
have
again.
two.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The only gift that comes to mind, I put it in general chat.
Yeah. Every time the party gets distracted, Steve gets stabbed again.
yes.
I have no particular feelings towards Steve, so that's fine.
I'm
So
just gonna
shut the hell up, guys, and stop distracting us.
I want to keep distracted.
All right, so we were going to Emberwood. Let's go talk to River.
Let me get the notes. Give him the notes.
Terrible people.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
Fucking horrible people.
All right, since Timmy's dying, everyone give me a d6.
What the fuck? What?
Yeah, this is fair.
Look at what you did, Timmy.
I guess I did.
A 2 and a 1. Okay.
Why? Why'd you laugh? No.
All right, we're in the outer city. So, actually, no. First, we're going to do this. 9. All right. Then
9.
That.
9.
Ooh, this is fun.
Excuse the fuck out of you.
Excuse me, I guess.
All right, so
You're not.
all right. So as you're traveling through, you're going through the lower part of the sprawl and start getting an odd sense of deja vu. Now, you had recently gotten lost in the city a couple times, and you start asking yourself, did we pass that half-eaten night already? Or am I just thinking about the time where we were coming back through here to go back up? Or was that house always tilted to the left instead of the right? As you're continuing forward, you start noticing something very odd. You look through and you see these thin octarine threads connecting some of the buildings. These small multicolored threads that are weaving in and out of windows and passages, connecting buildings to the street and the streets to roofs. You're following these threads to every which way, trying to think of a way to avoid it. And I'm gonna need all of you to give me a wisdom save.
Oh, come on, wisdom.
I want to punch my fucking wall.
Randall, what do you mean? You did the best.
The fuck you mean I did the best?
Wisdom saving throw or just wisdom?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
All right, not too bad.
I hope I get schizophrenia again.
Oh yeah, no, come on. It's us. You and me, Hunter's Moon.
Okay, Hunter's Moon,
Yeah, we're great.
Hunter's Moon, and Anna.
It's because we're both after Steve's wife.
Now, I'm gonna give you a fun little choice, if this ever fucking loads. Because I was supposed to prepare this during the break. That's Moose's fault.
I was getting tendies, motherfucker.
I'm about to make you
ain't giving me
10Ds.
any- You ain't giving me any tendies.
Ooh, I'm petrified.
Alright. Alright, so. Both of you, I'm going to give you a choice. Do you want to roll from book 1 or book 2?
I don't know what those mean, so
Pick one.
I'm gonna go
that's the
book 2.
question. I'll be the contrarian. I will also pick book 2.
Alright, both of you give me a D100. This is where
Oh, boy.
things get fun.
Oh boy.
Oh hell yeah!
Okay.
lucky number.
Now, so 54. All right, Moose, give me a D10 real quick.
Oh boy.
10.
Oh boy.
Straight.
I don't like it when I roll high on those tables.
Your posture crumples as you try to make sense of the insanity before you. You fall prone and can't stand, as if your legs refuse to obey you and can't use any flying speed you possess for the next 10 minutes.
Charles Xavier POV.
Anna, give me a D10. Seven.
7.
Alright. The madness inside you bursts forth as haunting screams. You can't talk properly. Yelling is the only way you can communicate for the next 10 minutes.
I wish I had that.
That's just Timmy normally.
Now,
Exactly.
here's the fun thing. You're dangerously close to Temple Road.
Oh.
Oh, and we just gave Ozma a megaphone.
No.
Oh no.
Oh.
And Hunter's Moon is just laying face first in the dirt.
It's just the fish and the goblin and
You
Oh.
can hear as he falls to the floor. You can just hear through the muffled sounds through his mask and mud. I seem to have a problem.
Really? You need help?
Not in my
Alright,
fucking
it's hard to
ear,
do an
please.
accent while yelling.
Not in my fucking ear, Ozma. Please don't speak like that.
cousin, why are you yelling?
This is not a good place for this. I'll grab Randall. Let's get away from here.
What? What yelling?
Thank you, little. Or sorry. Thank you, little brother.
Stop talking.
As this is happening, Ericos has been taking time to burn these webs. Like, as you two just start freaking the fuck out, Ericos was already in his bag, getting a torch ready to start burning these webs. Nope. Not having more of these everywhere else. Nope. We'll keep all that at the Academy Gate. Nope.
Are these the same webs that made me take crazy pills?
Yes. The book you rolled from was Steinhardt.
This makes so much sense now.
Now it makes sense. I
And-
understand.
I had you roll from the short-term madness table, not the long-term.
My brothers, I seem to have succumbed to what people in the industry like to call cuckoo-ness.
Cuckoo for those Cocoa Pop.
Alright. So, Randall is being dragged while Anna is just shouting.
Randall's like covering his ears the entire time because Ozma's right next to him just shouting.
Still trying to like cover her mouth, like stop, just stop. Stop talking.
Because the mouth being covered.
Sprock, please get me away from these psychos, please.
I'm
Says
trying,
you.
God damn it.
Alright. I'm gonna need everyone to give me a stealth check with Anna going at disadvantage.
Oh,
Lord.
I feel like I should make mine an advantage because I'm just like low to the floor. I can't move. I'm literally just laying down,
he is slime.
being
Not as
dragged by
bad
my
as it could
cloak.
have been
Oh, let's go.
for a disadvantage.
yeah. Okay, so,
I'm disturbed by this.
okay. So, I'm going to give this chance to Sprock and Bastille to do a co-opted stealth check to get Anna to shut the fuck up as you're actually crossing Temple Road. Because everyone else passed.
Okay.
Wait, can I cast guidance?
So we have to roll stealth
On
again.
who?
Probably Sprock because he has the shit stealth stat. I would imagine.
Sprock has
Okay.
+4.
Timmy, what are you at?
2.
I
It says so on the chat box.
I didn't mean to. My fucking. There we go.
Yeah, I'll give it to Bastille.
Yeah.
I should have given it to Sprock. Not that would have mattered.
Okay, so all right, Timmy, give me that D4 real quick.
Okay.
Just in case. One of these days I'll figure out why the fuck Roll20 acts up for me. Alright, so 21 and a 6. Alright.
Sprock's too busy dragging my ass.
So what I'm going to do. Sprock is currently dealing with having to carry Hunter's Moon, who is face down in the mud, occasionally getting a shin to the teeth. Not Sprock's shin, should I mention, just a random shin in the road.
Motherfucker!
And with a 23, I think he's doing pretty well on keeping quiet there.
Is more the fact of failing to keep Anna from shouting when Anna spotted the knoll coming from the other direction.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
So,
Uh-oh.
Yeah, at least Bastille got the 21 though to keep Anna quiet.
so what I'm going to do is this, because it would be incredibly unfair right now. I'm not going to retcon the roll, but it would be incredibly unfair to have any form of combat right now when you have your fucking cleric paralyzed
yeah, that would
and
suck.
permanently prone for the next 9-ish minutes.
Yeah, I need my monk buddy.
So what I will do,
We can fight.
what I will do,
Technically, it just said he can't fly.
No, I am prone. I am prone.
yeah, he is stuck prone. The exact wording was, you fall prone and can't stand, as your legs refuse to obey you, and you cannot use flying speed you possessed.
He just starts biting at the ankles.
So what I'm going to do is this. Gerhardt.
Yeah.
You are the one to react to the knoll, while the other two are trying to get Anna to be quiet. How does Gerhardt react to the knoll, knowing that they're about to be discovered?
uh,
Now, Gerhardt is not stupid. He's not afraid of danger, but he understands that you got one person stuck face down in the shit. Somewhat literally. There's probably feces on the ground. It's a city, after all.
it smells like fucking garbage down here.
It smells like Detroit!
The innards of Orc's asshole.
Don't paint that image in my head, homie. What the fuck?
That's the wrong spell.
Ow. I just poked myself with the knife.
Oopsie.
Lemon
not
Molly.
nice.
That's smart.
Good job.
I was trying to cut the label off my tea bottle.
Don't pull an Ozma, okay?
It's
Don't
about
pull an
to say,
Anacastroma. Don't do it.
Alright.
damn family these
I'm also
days.
curious if,
Oh, hang on 1 second.
I wonder if Varicose actually has anything to help out with that.
Dog army.
I know our lovely druid has stuff for this, but oh, hello, Derek. Oh, hello,
Fridge
puppy.
pants.
Oh, hello, Daisy. Oh, I have a puppy in my arms.
Aww.
Oh, you're cold. Were you outside again? She giving kisses.
I need a breathe. I need a breathe.
Hello.
It's a kill shot! It's a kill shot!
Hello. Okay, so.
Sorry about that. Let's see. What do I have? For whatever reason, I was looking at one of my spells that could work and entirely pasted the wrong stuff into the spell slot. So I need to fix that before I use that into the spell description.
Why the fuck
Well,
did my
well,
dog
Raggy.
just crop dust me?
You get crop dusted, mother.
Actually, this how far?
Sounds like-
Okay,
I'm happy.
how far is the creature from me?
It's about 30 feet away.
You wanna pull some fuck shit?
Well, yeah, technically. So it's a null, basically, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna. So it's 30 feet from the group.
Yes.
I'm going to Gerhardt. Gerhardt would understand that Guer traveled in packs, basically,
Yeah.
meaning that there's probably more behind it.
Yeah.
So, he is going to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
All right.
he's going to cast it so that the hypnotic pattern ends just about at. He's going to drop it basically right on top of the knolls.
Alrighty.
Okay,
Ooh.
so it's a 30-foot cube, and anything within that range has to make a
Wisdoms.
wisdom saving throw at 16 or at a minimum of 16.
Alright. Let's see. 1. 2 of them passed. So your spell goes off, popping 2 of them straight in the eyes, and the third one freezes dead. I'm going to give you all a chance real quick to decide what you're going to do.
My beer, don't tip over the beer and lick it, you fucker.
Well, as it stands, I can't move.
You can't move, but you still have access to things like spells.
Yeah, I can't move from the waist down.
You're just Joe
Wait.
Swanson right now.
Hey,
Yeah,
Peter, I'm gonna cast Bless on these motherfuckers.
Are we attacking or what?
I mean, they see us. There's no way they
Oh.
don't. Yeah, they see us. Did that do damage to any of them?
Oh no, it's basically a stun.
Oh, it's basically a stun. Okay, I was gonna pull out the sleep.
All right. So
You
here's
want to
here's what
cast
the spell
sleep real
does.
quick on the 2 that passed?
Yeah, let's give that a try.
Hey, yeah.
Concentration only it only lasts for 10 rounds basically.
Right.
And you said they're 30 feet away?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to... Maybe I'm cooking, maybe I ain't. Maybe I undercooked the chicken.
Because I'm basically giving each of you a free round to try to do something to prevent them from alerting the rest of them.
So yeah, I'll cast sleep on the 2 that remain. It looks like the hit points are 22 in total.
You could get one of them.
Okay.
So there's still one left. Is there anything that Bastille wants to try to do?
All my spells seem to be attacking.
I mean, to be fair, whichever one doesn't get knocked the fuck out, just beat the shit out of that one.
Right.
Question
Okay, there
is,
you
do you
go.
feel confident enough to drop it before it's able to howl?
Okay, great.
Sprock, throw me at him.
I want to try
Sprock
to
also
do...
has a new little toy.
I want to try to do this. Why did
Oh.
I meant to... There we go.
Alright, so Lich Slap. That was actually an attack roll. You would have missed with the 8, though. Alright.
Alright.
Sprock,
Yeah, I didn't...
is Sprock going to try to do something, or is Sprock fully focused on silencing the shouting Laneshi?
The Finch.
Yeah, Sprout will jump into rage.
I am setting up the map, don't worry.
will try this for the one that hasn't dropped asleep and aren't stunned. Let's try this. 23.
You're throwing dog
So
slicer.
cool.
Why is that
Ericos is
throwing
going to
up a
give you
s-
something.
Why the hell is that throwing up a syntax error?
Ericos is giving you extra fire damage.
Oh, my son. My son.
Let's go, mate. Have that as well.
I have no idea. 2 blood goop.
1d4. 4. Turn that on. Turn that on.
Right.
Is it because of that? Let's
Because the
try-
23 absolutely hits. Okay. As the last Garmir is about to howl, Dog Slicer bears itself deep between its collarbone, and it falls forward with a meaty thunk.
Once it hits the floor, the blade flies back into Sprock's hand. Suggest we get moving quickly.
Eriko says,
A fine shot, brother.
Eriko says, there's a little bit of trachea stuck to that.
A
Should
little schmutz on there.
And just a friendly note, how that was gonna work is that if the party was unable to kill that one before its initiative would have started, it would have howled and alerted every other null within 150 feet.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's great.
We would. I'm not gonna lie. We probably would have been pretty fucked right there.
All right, you
Ah,
managed to
That's
get
The reason I
across.
picked up AoE spells for this last set.
Utility spells are fucking fantastic.
I will be able to get more of them once I level cleric more.
If you ever do it.
If I ever do it.
All right, you managed to drag Hunter's Moon all the way to Styx's Ferry. And because of the fact we're trying to get this going a little bit faster, I'm not going to have us roll another random encounter. But instead, as you're trying to load this meat man that is Hunter's Moon into the boat, he kind of hits his head on the side of the boat, and his eyes fall upon a couple of moving objects in the water.
No, I'm not looking in the Dran River. Get someone help.
Fish.
I'd move away, but I can't move my legs.
As you
Are you?
are subjected to these things moving, you see them swimming towards the outer bank of the river. Towards the channel walls, in fact.
You guys seeing what I'm seeing? Look, in the river.
It's
They're heading
What
up
are you
towards
whining about?
whatever's down
is
there. It's heading
someone
up
in
towards the
trouble?
bank. No, damn it! Will you
Is
just listen to
trouble.
me?
Will you two shut up and one at a time?
Shall let Steve kill you.
Wait, I'm supposed to hate Steve. No.
Alright, so as you're watching, you are able to see what looks like turtles.
A turtle.
A small group of turtles going towards... Yeah, it looks like they're going towards some sort of outlet for the sewer system.
I swear to God, if you're about to make a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reference, I swear to God. I swear to
Actually,
God.
no.
I was about to say, is there
Okay,
going to be a
okay.
rat at the
This
end
is
of this?
this is actually part of a small random encounter table every single time that you go to Styx's Ferry.
Huh, okay. I snap at Osmond. I go, damn it, no, listen to me.
In
I
which case,
see.
it probably is a reference to the Teenage Mutant Ninja
I
Turtles.
swear to God it is.
I mean, there's
Yeah,
only three of them there.
Oh, Mikey died.
Mikey
No,
died.
we all know Mikey's the last one to die.
This is the bad timeline.
This is
Last
the
one
this
in.
is the bad one.
This is the alternative timeline where Mikey is the only one to die.
Raph's the reckless one. He'd be the first to die.
This is true.
No,
This is
it's
true.
Leonardo.
He would go down for the cause. This is, yeah, he would. Raph would want to, but Leo would. So Hunter's Moon snaps at Ozma and says, "Will you shut up and listen to me? Down there at the edge of the bank, going towards the sewer canal. You see those turtles?"
Do I need to make a perception check or?
I mean, I'd be pointing exactly where they are.
I think we could see the turtle.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're able to see the turtles, and you can't see them get out of the water, but they almost flow directly into the sewer pipe.
Turtles in a half
Well,
shell.
Turtle sewer soup?
What?
What am I looking at?
We do not eat the
Others.
turtle.
It confuses me.
no,
There's nothing but horrors in this river, and yet we see turtles. I don't even remember much, but I don't recall seeing turtles since I was a child.
I mean, maybe they're just rare.
Maybe turtles don't like you.
Don't worry, when I get the functionality of my legs back, I will mark that sewer entrance so that way all of the the child Ninja Turtles are safe.
Oh, the child Ninja Turtle.
I will keep them safe from Elias Shredder.
The Queen of Foot.
I'm easy to...
Queen of Foot.
So
You're mean.
The turtles go in the sewer, and you haven't seen them for a while.
Want to go?
What does
Let's
that
go
mean?
swim in there. Just kidding. No.
Can I focus and see if there's anything unusual about the turtles that went in there?
Give me
Also,
a
imagine all those lines were yelling because I should still be yelling, I believe.
give me a nature check.
Nature check. Oh boy.
Can I
Yeah,
help
dude.
him with that nature check?
I
You're
was about to say.
There's not much to help there. You could do your own.
My
That's
minus
what I
one to
mean.
my intelligence modifier. Let's
Oh,
go.
shit.
Carrot's just curious.
All right.
You and your knowing stuff.
Let's go.
Brock and Gerhardt kind of come to the consensus that they might be traveling to a nesting ground inside the sewers.
Are we gonna care about some turtles going on the nest?
But the question would be, how far into the sewers is the nest? Because the sewer system itself is fairly expansive within the city.
Well, I would imagine. I mean, turtles move very fucking slow, unless it's just overfilled with water, in which case they can go anywhere the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Well, no, they move pretty quick.
Yeah, turtles move pretty quick in water.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If the tunnel isn't drained, like if there's dry spots in there, it might not be too far in. But I doubt that.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always pack up in a little adventure to explore the sewers sometime.
We could.
We will definitely remember this for later because I want
Me
to see
and
Turtle
Anna-
Pope.
Me and Anna could swim, have a little swim
All right.
in the
Right.
Yeah, in the sewers where you both belong.
After some
That's right.
After some arguments about the turtles, Stick is able to bring you across the river, stopping at his usual spot halfway through to drop the coins into the little buoy, and then bringing you the rest of the way.
Probably.
As
How
you
much time has passed since I've gotten paralyzed?
you'd have control of your legs again. It takes a few
Yeah,
minutes to
but-
get across the river.
Okay, so just midway through this fucking the stick carrying us across the river, I get the functionality of my legs back, and I get a really random twitch, and I almost kick Bastille right in the face.
Just in
And
time for you
Bastille also has a spastic thing and punches him in the face.
just in time for you to come across, and you see the remains of the stairs that nearly killed you.
Oh, hell.
Hunter's Moon is staring angrily at it. The glow in his eyes is getting more and more violent.
I hate those
Anna-
stairs.
He hates stairs for some reason. I don't know why.
Hunter's Moon nearly died to the stairs.
I was there.
Let's just get moving as soon as possible.
So you want to go up those stairs, Hunter's Moon?
I will fucking throw you there myself.
Do it.
Alright. Alright. You manage to make your way out of the city and get back towards Emberwood. The village itself is back to is still fairly lively. The usual crowds around Caravan Court, and the only thing that seems to stand out is you don't really see anyone of the Fallen Fire today. But who knows? You have someone that you need to get to and get paid for.
Yeah, we need to go to Real.
Make your way
Should
back.
my legs be tingling this much?
If it lasts more than 4 hours,
Please see a doctor.
It's no weekender.
so
I'm so glad Timmy got that.
So, make your way back to the Red Line Hotel, and River is in her usual spot at the end of the first hallway. Ow.
We return after completing a successful mission.
And Basil hands over the notes from his bag.
Oh, this is wonderful. You didn't get caught, did you?
No.
No.
To
And-
be half, we could always go back.
And is he alive?
Not
Very
a
much
drop
so.
of
Alive and
spells.
well.
She nods and looks through the notes briefly. She seems excited at first, then frowns after a moment. They're incomplete, but I think it's enough to work on.
Well, he was in the middle of his experimentation, so to be fair, this is exactly what he had. So
No, I promised that we would take the notes, but it will mean that it will take us a little bit of time to replicate the results. Just have to find a few ingredients and see what we can do. As I promised, your payment. She hands you a bag that contains 3,000 gold.
Holy fuck.
Oh,
It is
damn, honey.
It is, I assure you that it is worth far more than that. Ow! And I should say that is in total, not for each of you.
Yeah.
Right, I was about to say, like, is this? God damn.
That's like 600 each, right?
Okay.
yep.
500 if you let Ericos have a share, but I don't think you will.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that. Nuh-uh. The fuck are you talking about?
I'll share a little bit of my gold with Ericos. I'm a priest. It's fine.
So how many? 600 each?
You owe me a drink anyways.
Tell you what, the next time we're at the Bark and Buzzard, it's on me.
I'll have to take you up on that soon. So,
So let me know, my friend.
and did you happen to get any of the samples or anything else from there?
Oh. What was I think I had I picked something up. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, it was the sample of Aqua Expurgo.
The sample. Yeah, I go, yes, I have the sample right here. And I hand it over to the river.
She looks, inspects it for a little bit, and says, "This will vastly increase how fast we can replicate it." Looks quickly through the notes and says, "We might be able to do this. Yes. The next time you come back, the next time you leave the city, we might be able to have some for you."
Yeah, very good.
If it helps you at all, one of the missing ingredients we believe, and we're not too familiar with it, but it made mention of an eldritch lily.
She looks through and is like, that's one of the missing ingredients. It has to be. Looking through the formula, if we're able to get some, I might be able to. Yes, I think I'll be able to. Gerhard, if we're able to get Eldritch Lilies, I think you and I could work together and replicate this easily.
That sounds like a plan. Yeah.
Do you have any idea where we could find some?
If the lily is what I think it is, the only place that would make sense is Queen's Park Garden. It's the only large botanary around.
Yeah. we thought so too. Back when we were there.
If you're able to bring one back with the roots still intact, there is a slight chance that we can start growing our own.
Well, we will be heading that way soon.
Right. If you're able to bring one back with the roots intact, the first batch will be free.
No.
Consider it on the bucket list, River.
Consider it a plan.
So that's the problem is we're going to have to work what's in the haze.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to work quick.
Maybe we reorganize our plan. Clock Tower first. Go to the gardens while we're near there. Return with the lily. And then into the haze.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ever the strategist, little brother. I like it.
I like it. I want it. Let's do it.
River seems to almost wander off with the journal.
On River.
She pulled a Gerhard. Okay, bye.
I mean, you did just give her a big book of very fascinating alchemical recipes.
I mean, yeah.
It's like giving Moose a art book from Dark Souls.
I'm not staring at my shelf of my 2 volumes of Elden Ring artwork.
To be fair, Gerhard would actually is also planning on working on a
A potion
very
of his
fun
own.
little project. Not entirely sure what I need for that one, but we'll see.
Does the project involve people losing their limbs in an explosion?
I know what you need, but you're going to have to work with River a little bit to discover it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hello, Daisy.
The fuck?
That's a baby.
What are you laughing at? I don't know what you're laughing at.
Laughing at your fucking drawing.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm deleting the evidence. I don't know whether you're.
I know it's you. Your marker is orange.
No. Oh, there it goes. See, I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
Hey, you better be sad.
different
It wasn't even me.
different thing that Gerhardt was trying to work with. Sort of, it's technically it's like almost the opposite of Aqua Aspergo, but it uses delirium. Gerhardt wants to play with delirium. He wants to do it alchemically, but there's only so much that one can do with it. So
It's fine. I'll be a willing test subject. Just get me the sweet delirium high. No,
I'm not a junkie.
What the hell was that? What the?
It is around
you can
this...
cast spells, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah, Ericos is grabbing Hunter's moon and says, I think I'll take that drink now.
At your behest. Lead the way, my friend.
He drags you off towards the Barking Buzzard. And I want to get...
Can Anna take a quick trip around to try to find dream catchers and or sprigs of lavender?
My favorite.
My favorite.
You may be able to, you may be able to work with, Uldor the Immense to get some shipped in.
Shipped in from where?
Wherever he's able to get it.
Eh. Okay.
How it will happen is that when you order something from Uldor the Immense, if it is a common item, it's 1d6 days.
Okay.
If it's above that, we could be talking weeks.
Oh, I kind of wish I had my double-sided token now.
We'll set that up
Double-sided.
after this.
Yeah. I'll make
Then we
the
go with everyone
debut.
else.
I'll make the debut of that other suit later.
Yeah. So, you head down towards the Barking Buzzard, and it's a familiar little place to you. This little tavern's been owned by Carrington Holger Alsberg for a fairly long time, well before the war, actually. The Barking Buzzard isn't that fancy. It's not really a place to go for the atmosphere, but it's definitely a place you could go to after a good day's work, get a hearty meal, and just kill a couple hours talking and relaxing. You settle yourself in at the bar and notice that Karen's not behind it today. There's this... Sorry, Daisy shot the fuck up and I got concerned. Today there seems to be this young woman tending the tap.
What was the normal bartender's name?
Karen.
Sit down at the bar. Urge Ericos to sit down alongside me. You're not the normal bartender who works here. Karen, was it? I haven't seen you here before.
Yeah. Karen's taken a couple days off to watch after her husband.
Anything wrong?
Just didn't feel too great from what I heard.
Happens to the best of us, especially if you eat from the Dran River. Give me a large glass of whatever my friend here is going to be having. Ericos.
Mug of ale and maybe some lamb stew.
You heard the man.
What? What, puppy? Go check on your babies. If you're that worried, go check on your babies. If I give you this, will you calm down? She nods, pours a glass of ale, and says 2 gold.
He reaches into his pouch just on his belt and he slides the 2 gold down with his fingers towards the table. In fact, why don't you just leave the bottle? And he pulls out another 2 gold.
She nods and takes the money.
As Ericos is having his food and ale, he's trying to listen as much as he can tolerate of whatever conversation that Ericos is trying to strike up with him. Just noting his surroundings, as he doesn't typically sit with his back towards so many people, so he's just eyeballing all of his surroundings.
Give me a perception check.
Perception. You know what? Why not? It's almost the end of the session. I'll do it. I'll fucking. Hey, come here. Oh, I see. There you go.
All right.
Aw, piss.
You look around and you notice that some of these people they're not the usual crowd that are at the Bark and Buzzard. These people look a lot more well-worn than the casual crowd. As you're taking it in, trying to pick apart the small pieces, an image flashes through your eyes of something very similar. You remember a night, a pretty cold night during the summer. The wind was coming down from the mountains pretty fierce while you were traveling back home, and you decide to stop in at a bar. Bar itself wasn't too bad, but as you're getting your food, you noticed a lot of people in that room were wearing red. Specifically, crimson cowls. As you snap back, you see the same shade of red on different parts of these people's outfits. The same cruel eyes look at you as you get the feeling that something is not right here.
Okay, as Hunter's Moon snaps back, he has a pain in his head, and he's shaking it he's shaking his head as if trying to flick off a bad flea. And he looks towards Ericos and he says, hold on, something's not right here. I've seen these people. Not these exact ones, but I know their presence. The shade of red that they wear. I know them. It's Queensmen are here. Excuse me, Ericos. He gets up out of his seat and he's looking for who he would deem as the sort of ringleader of these Queensmen.
And with that, I think we'll end it there. So, we have a fun little encounter to start off with, and I have an excuse to make a bar.
Awesome.
I'm about to have an excuse to lose my shit.
And the party
I
is
have an
across
excuse to
town.
use my weapon.
But for now, thank you for watching. Good night. And remember, someone loves you.